Spur of the moment. The choice that chooses you, before the chase, before the black horse, before the warning no one hears. There is a moment in the Twilight Zone where a young woman looks up at a ridge and sees something no mind should ever face. She sees herself. Not the self she is now, but the self she believes she will become. A self twisted by regret, bent by guilt, and burdened by a single belief that split her life in two. Spur of the moment isn't about time travel at all. It is about a belief so small and quiet that it becomes the architect of two different futures. And both futures collapse for the same reason, because they were built on fear. 18-year-old Anna rides a white horse across her family's land, full of innocence and possibility. She believes her fear has arrived from the outside, a mysterious woman in black screaming her name from a ridge. But that woman is only a mirror, a reflection of the belief Anne already carries. I don't know how to choose. Her father becomes the living symbol of that fear. He chooses the investment banker for her and calls it wisdom, but wisdom rooted in fear is only control wearing a suit. The father hovers, directs, protects, and commands, not because Anne is fragile, but because he is afraid. But the father isn't creating the fear. He is acting out the fear Anne projected into him long before the engagement party. She needs him to make her choices so she never has to face her own doubt. That is why she blames him later. Blame is always what the mind uses to avoid looking at itself. David appears as the opposite pole, passionate, impulsive, dramatic, reckless. But he is not the true love. He is the embodiment of her unworthiness. She chooses him because he reflects the belief she secretly holds. If I am broken, I must be loved by someone who is broken too. The banker represents the opposite fantasy. If someone stable chooses me, maybe I won't feel unstable inside. Both men are props for one internal conflict. A conflict she never wanted to face directly. This is why she says the most important line in the entire episode. Make me happy. That is the tiny, mad idea. The moment innocence fractures. The moment she hands her happiness to the world and demands it save her. The older Anne rides the black horse, twisted by guilt, screaming warnings into a past that cannot hear her. But she isn't chasing her younger self. She is chasing the belief that started it all. The belief that something outside her made a mistake. The transcript shows her blaming her father, blaming David, blaming her mother, blaming fate, blaming time. But every face she attacks is her own fear in disguise. Her mother becomes the next projection when the father dies. When guilt loses one voice, it finds another. The abusive husband she ends up with is just the final echo of the same belief. Someone outside me is responsible for the way I feel. When she tells her mother, I saw a ghost, my own, she reveals the truth of the entire story. She is not being haunted by the past. She is being haunted by the belief that she damaged her life beyond repair. But the past cannot imprison anyone unless the mind believes in the prison. The younger Anne is not the past. The older Anne is not the future. They are two interpretations of the same moment. One innocent, one guilty. The final line of the episode tells the metaphysics plainly. Warnings from the future must be taken in the past. Only the present choice has power. The past cannot be fixed. The future cannot rescue you. But the belief that gave both their power can be undone. When Anne finally kneels, not in despair but in understanding, the chase ends. Because the chase was never about a rider behind her. The chase was always about a belief inside her. A belief that dissolves the moment she sees the truth. No person, no parent, no lover, no moment, and no past mistake ever had the power to take her happiness away. Because nothing outside ever had the power to give it. The chase ends where the belief began.